everybody, Pastor Jay here from Know the Truth. I have another story here to tell you about how my atheist past caught up with me one time when I was a Christian. Now if you notice, I have tattoos. I keep them on me to show people what I used to be like. Now here I am, a new Christian and an upcoming pastor, and I'm at the gym working out. I'm not physically working out, I'm reading my Bible and I'm preaching to the people that work out at the gym with me. I can't say I was very effective, as I used to only preach to the women that were there. You see, they were there without their husbands and without guidance, and they needed help more than anybody else did. Plus, the men were kind of intimidating and I didn't want to bother them. So I was constantly being harassed by the management at the gym. In fact, the cops were calling me quite a few times. But I always apologized and I always had my Bible with me. It's because of those things I never ended up in jail. Anyway, I just got done saving this man's soul in the locker room, and boy was it a mess. He was crying, I was crying, and strangely enough, at the same time, we both screamed, "Oh God," together. But either way, that man was saved. So I'm walking out of the gym feeling really good, and I forgot to change into my church clothes again. You see, I was wearing a tank top and I had a pair of short shorts on. Now it sounds silly, but it's the best way to work out when you're actually doing some physical exercise. You get no restrictions. Just when you bend over, make sure you bend at the knees. Anyway, I'm leaving this area and I'm walking to my car. I happen to walk by this old lady's car and she locked her door on me. Now thanks be to Yahweh, I don't have anger issues, but you never fucking lock your door on me ever. So naturally I looked at her for a minute and I said, "Why did you lock your door on me?" She wouldn't look at me. So I started beating on her window. I said, "Oh lady, why did you lock your door on me?" So she whips out her phone, probably to call her husband or the cops. But I'm used to this by now. So I open up my Bible and I start preaching to her. I preached for what seemed like hours until the cops showed up. Now they were gonna arrest me, but luckily one of the cops was a Christian and I explained to him that she was possessed by a demon. Now, he only shook his head and walked away and told me to go home before I got myself in trouble. Sadly, I never knew what happened to that lady, but I hope she's in a good place right now. Now I tell you all this because even as a Christian, I had some atheist tendencies inside my body. And before any of you start telling me that I was never an atheist, I need you to remember this story. I know what it's like to be you. Sad, lonely, depressed, life with no meaning, etc., etc. Thanks for watching.